In what witnesses are calling the most explosive celebrity confrontation at a high fashion event this year, Chinese superstars Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were allegedly escorted out of Vogue Shanghai's exclusive gala, after what sources describe as an unprecedented standoff with event organizers. The incident, which erupted on the red carpet in front of dozens of photographers and A-list attendees, has sent shockwaves through China's entertainment industry and ignited fierce debate about celebrity treatment, media protocol, and the unwritten rules governing fashion's most prestigious gatherings. But here's the question nobody can answer. Were these beloved stars truly at fault, or did Vogue Shanghai's heavy-handed response expose a darker truth about how Chinese celebrities are treated compared to their international counterparts? The controversy exploded when Liu Yuning, known for his rebellious streak and unwillingness to bow to industry pressure, allegedly refused to leave the photography area despite repeated requests from event staff. What started as a routine red carpet appearance rapidly descended into chaos as security personnel were summoned to the scene, leading to what multiple eyewitnesses describe as a tense physical standoff between the actor-singer and Vogue's security team. Zhao Lusi, one of China's most bankable young actresses with a devoted fanbase numbering in the tens of millions, was reportedly caught in the crossfire, with conflicting reports suggesting she either tried to defuse the situation or actively supported Liu's resistance against what they perceived as disrespectful treatment. The images and whispered accounts filtering out from attendees paint a picture of an evening that went from glamorous to catastrophic in mere minutes, leaving everyone asking, what could possibly have triggered such an extreme response from one of fashion's most powerful institutions? But here's where this story takes an even more shocking turn that has social media erupting with conspiracy theories and accusations of prejudice. According to multiple sources who spoke on condition of anonymity, international celebrities at the same event were permitted to pose for significantly longer periods without intervention, leading to explosive allegations that Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were singled out specifically because they are Chinese domestic stars rather than globally recognized names. This revelation has transformed what might have been dismissed as a simple misunderstanding into a full-blown scandal about discrimination, cultural hierarchy in fashion, and whether Chinese celebrities are being held to impossibly strict standards at events held on their own soil. The fallout has been immediate and brutal, with hashtags related to the incident accumulating over 500 million views within 24 hours, and calls for a Vogue Shanghai boycott gaining momentum across multiple platforms. Industry insiders are now asking the uncomfortable question that nobody wanted to voice publicly. Is there a two-tier system operating at international fashion events in China? And if so, who decides which tier you belong to? The events of that fateful evening reportedly began innocuously enough, with both Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi arriving separately to what was meant to be a celebration of Vogue's continued influence in the Chinese market. The magazine had pulled out all stops for the occasion, transforming a historic Shanghai venue into a glittering testament to luxury fashion, with floral installations reportedly costing upward of 2 million yuan and a guest list that read like a comprehensive who's who of Asian entertainment and fashion royalty. Liu Yuning arrived first, dressed in what fashion commentators immediately praised as a daring departure from typical menswear convention, featuring a custom-designed ensemble that blended traditional Chinese elements with avant-garde European tailoring. His entrance generated immediate buzz among the assembled photographers, who recognized the 29-year-old star as one of China's most photogenic and bankable male celebrities, with recent dramas and music releases cementing his status as a crossover talent with appeal spanning multiple demographics. Zhao Lusi's arrival approximately 30 minutes later created an even greater stir, with the 26-year-old actress stunning in a gown that industry observers were already predicting would dominate best-dressed lists for weeks to come. Her recent string of hit dramas had elevated her from rising star to bona fide A-lister, commanding appearance fees that rivaled established veterans and attracting endorsement deals from luxury brands eager to associate themselves with her girl-next-door appeal combined with undeniable screen presence. The photographers immediately recognized the commercial value of capturing quality images of both stars, particularly given their individual fanbase strength, and the potential for their photos to generate significant engagement across social media platforms and entertainment publications. What should have been a mutually beneficial arrangement, celebrities receiving valuable exposure while photographers obtained marketable content, was about to transform into something nobody could have anticipated. According to witnesses present in the photography area, both Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were conducting themselves professionally during the initial phase of their red carpet appearances, posing for the assembled photographers while responding to shouted requests for different angles and expressions. The standard protocol at such events typically involves celebrities spending between 3 to 5 minutes in the main photography area, allowing sufficient time for photographers to capture a variety of shots, while maintaining the event schedule and ensuring other attendees don't face excessive delays. However, multiple sources indicate that both Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi exceeded this informal time limit, with some reports suggesting they remained in the photography area for upward of 10 to 15 minutes each. The question that has divided observers is whether this extended presence constituted genuine rule-breaking, or whether the stars were simply responding professionally to photographer requests, which often pull celebrities in multiple directions with competing demands for specific poses, angles, and interactions. The situation reportedly escalated when a Vogue staff member approached Lu Yuning with a request that he conclude his photography session and proceed into the main event space. Witnesses described the initial interaction as polite but firm, with the staff member explaining that other guests were waiting and that the event schedule was beginning to run behind. Lu Yuning's response to this request has become the subject of intense debate and wildly varying accounts. Some sources claim he reacted with immediate hostility, questioning why he was being rushed when international celebrities had been permitted longer photo sessions earlier in the evening. Other witnesses insist his initial response was measured and professional, with Lu pointing out that photographers were still actively requesting poses and that he was simply trying to accommodate their professional needs. This discrepancy in accounts has fueled speculation about potential bias in reporting, with some observers suggesting that narratives are being shaped to either defend or condemn the actor depending on the source's relationship with various industry players. What is not disputed is that Lu Yuning did not immediately comply with the request to move along, a decision that would prove to be the catalyst for everything that followed. In the world of high-fashion events, where unspoken hierarchies and protocols govern every interaction, such resistance to staff instructions is considered highly unusual and potentially problematic. Event organizers operate on precise schedules designed to accommodate dozens or even hundreds of VIP attendees, media commitments, and carefully choreographed moments intended to maximize publicity value. When a celebrity disrupts this carefully calibrated system, it creates ripple effects that can impact everyone from fellow attendees to sponsors who have paid substantial sums for specific positioning and timing. However, supporters of Lu Yuning argue that his resistance wasn't arbitrary defiance but rather a principled stand against what he perceived as disrespectful treatment, particularly if international celebrities had indeed been granted more generous time allowances earlier in the evening. The involvement of Zhao Lusi in the incident remains somewhat murky, with conflicting accounts about her role and level of participation in the confrontation. Some witnesses claim she attempted to act as a mediator, approaching Lu Yuning and quietly encouraging him to comply with staff requests to avoid creating a scene. These accounts portray her as attempting to de-escalate a potentially damaging situation, using her relationship with Lu. The two have worked together professionally and are known to be friendly, to convince him that the controversy wasn't worth the potential career repercussions. However, alternative versions of events suggest Zhao Lusi actively supported Lu's position, with some reports claiming she verbally confronted Vogue staff members about the apparent double standard in how Chinese versus international celebrities were being treated. If these latter accounts are accurate, it would indicate that both stars viewed the situation not as a simple scheduling dispute but as a matter of principle regarding respect and equal treatment. The arrival of security personnel marked the point at which the incident transformed from uncomfortable confrontation to potential scandal. According to multiple eyewitness accounts, at least 3 security guards approached Lu Yuning in the photography area, with their presence immediately drawing the attention of everyone in the vicinity. The optics of security descending on a beloved celebrity at what was meant to be a glamorous celebration instantly created an atmosphere of tension and shock. Photographers who had been focused on capturing beautiful images suddenly found themselves documenting what appeared to be an enforcement action, with some later reporting they felt torn between professional obligations to capture newsworthy moments and personal discomfort with what they were witnessing. The presence of security also raised immediate questions about proportionality, with many observers questioning whether such measures were truly necessary for what amounted to a celebrity taking too long at a photo area. What happened next has become the subject of intense scrutiny and wildly divergent accounts that reveal as much about the loyalties and perspectives of various observers as they do about the actual events. According to some witnesses, Lu Yuning's interaction with security was confrontational and aggressive, with the actor allegedly raising his voice and physically resisting attempts to guide him away from the photography area. These accounts describe a celebrity who had lost control of his emotions, allowing frustration and perceived disrespect to override professional judgment. Critics citing these versions of events argue that regardless of any legitimate grievances Lu might have had regarding differential treatment, his response was disproportionate and unprofessional,